Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Secretary,
Yes.
great to see you, and thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Listen, I met with the Northeast Florida Apartment Managers Association, very large group, last week. They brought up an issue that I don't know if your apartment or your department is aware of. If you are, I'd like to know what you can do about this issue. If not, I'd ask if you could look into it. It's a little confusing, so follow me. They're running into a problem where they can't confirm a voucher holders. This is on the Section 8 voucher issue, going back to actually some of the bottlenecks that my colleague was talking about earlier. They're running into this problem where they can't confirm the voucher holder's ability to pay rent because the Public Housing Authority will not confirm how much the housing voucher will cover until there's an agreement in place with the landlord. However, the landlord, this is like a chicken and egg thing. However, the landlord or property manager may not be able to make that agreement until they know the prospective tenant's ability to pay, which is partially based on that voucher. So sometimes these voucher holders are not able to rent these apartments because they may not meet the income requirement without the voucher being counted in. Have you run into this anywhere else?
It looks like we have a sequencing issue a little bit, or maybe a process issue that most other agencies are able to overcome. So I'm intrigued by what you said, and would ask the team to follow up with your staff to see exactly what's going on, because this is a process that generally works every day in terms of what the tenant will pay, what the housing authority will pay to get to 100% of the rent.
But if the voucher's not counted in their ability to pay, then they may not be able to rent that apartment. So
I understand.
I look forward to working with your staff on that.
Okay.
I really appreciate that that offer. I want to bring up multifamily housing, the multifamily housing complaint process. Okay. As I said, I'm from Jacksonville, so I'm sure you're familiar with the Callaway Cove apartment explosion and fire that injured several people. And the indications were from the HUD OIG that complaints were not being properly followed up on, not handled in a timely manner, and that actually led to potentially this explosion. The two of the main recommendations that came out of the specific investigation of this incident has to do with developing a comprehensive process to ensure that complaints received by the clearinghouse are resolved in a timely manner. That's number one. That's their recommendation. Number two is develop agency-wide policies and procedures for the intake, monitoring, tracking of health and safety complaints, and follow-up on the mitigation. Some of the times when you look at mitigation, it's up to like 17 days. That's just not acceptable. So are these OIG recommendations on HUD's radar? Are you guys working on this now? And your FY25 request includes $419 million for the Information Technology Fund. Are you looking to use that to assist with developing this tracking system?
No, thank you. And so first of all, let me say that it is horrible what happened at that site, and residents' complaints should always be listened to, and it's a manager's duty to make sure that people are living in a safe building. So let me say that at the top. As it relates to the complaints, right now, HUD does have a decentralized process because we do have partners who sit between us and those owners, who are the intake system for those complaints. And we do get those reports, but they're coming from all across the country. So yes, one of our IT investments is to find a way to take all of those complaints and centralize it in a way that HUD understands, so those red flags can be raised. And that is an investment that I know our Office of Housing is looking to take on with our IT department. Separate and apart from that, last year HUD did start our new Inspire inspection program. It's the first time that the same inspection protocols for public housing, the types of sites that you're mentioning, and our voucher program, the same inspection protocol. That protocol is now focused on health and safety. The previous one was more focused on curb appeal. This one is looking inside the units, and we're hoping that when this is in its it's in use right now, but when it gets really rocking and rolling, we will be able to find these problems and address them more quickly.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to working with your staff on the
Absolutely.
voucher issue.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
intrigued by that one.
Mr. Chairman, I see my time is up. I yield back.
Mr. Aguilar, with a full 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Acting